So we get to the lead. The whistleblower's legal man blows a coup alert. Anti-Trump whistleblower's attorney. Coup is started. We will get rid of Trump. The Federalist. And then excerpt from it. One of the attorneys representing the whistleblower at the heart of the partisan Democratic impeachment inquiry against President Donald Trump, Mark Zaid, tweeted in 2017, just days after the president took office, that a coup has started and that impeachment will follow ultimately. Coup has started. First of many steps. Rebellion. Impeachment will follow ultimately. Lawyers. Mark Zaid. Coup has started. As one falls, two more will take their place. Rebellion. Impeachment. This guy is a hitman. Now, I think I know something about Marcus Zaid. Yeah, I know something about. Let's see, old Ducky. Ducky, come on, Ducky. Let's, there's that femto. I'll never remember that. Femto. Ducky. Alright, let's see. Mark Zaid and, let's see. What is his, let's see. Comics Gate. Alright, let's see what we got. Old Mark Zaid. Comics Gate. There it is. Wade's attorney. Mark Zaid. Comics Gate. There we go. So, this is Mark Zaid. But I want to see, what does this thing say? Because it doesn't just come in there too easily. Mark Zaid starts GoFundMe to combat Comicsgate. This guy has been Mark Zaid has been in the thick. He is a hardcore, what I absolutely call a social justice authoritarian, or just a social authoritarian is what I just call them, social authoritarians. These are the people that are behind all of this. These are the people, and they have this mindset which is not based in any kind of sense of rule of law that you would understand. It is based upon an assumption that the individual before you is of such worthlessness, such inhumanity, that the inhuman thing would be to actually give them due process, because you legitimize their hate when you give them due process, when you give them a platform. You see what I'm saying? This is the mindset of the people that are going after Trump. This is why I can't pick that side, even if Donald Trump is. I mean, okay. I mean, Donald Trump is your president, okay? He is, he's not crazy, but elements of him are definitely crazy, like nuts. Not the totality of it, but elements of him are just, yeah. I mean, he's an authoritarian. Just so all you know, he is an authoritarian. He is part of what I call the culture authoritarians. He's the head honcho of the culture authoritarians. He's not good on me. Doesn't fit with me. But the only difference between him and the social authoritarians is that the social authoritarians, if they consolidate power, then they have the whole show. They have everything. They have the culture, they have society, they have the markets, they have everything. They would have total and complete control. God help us if that happens. And it's very close to possibly happening. If this guy wins, if they win in 2020, if the Republicans win in 2020, they only have the federal government, and they still don't even fully have the bureaucracy. They'll never fully have the bureaucracy. And the social authoritarians will still have everything else. And they're not going away. And they have no reason to believe that in 4 years they won't actually be able to finish it all. So all the advantages. I mean, it's only a matter of time before they win. I mean, I hope you guys understand that there isn't really anything stopping them. The only thing you can do is slow them down at this point. But they've won. Everybody signed up for this authoritarian garbage. And the proof is in just how much the right has become the left. Their groups have begun to circle their own wagons, and their hucksters and shysters are applying the same social authoritarian tactics that are only ascribed to the left. That's why they're the cultural authoritarians. But they use culture as their reference point for the morality that they use to condemn you. Their culture, America, patriotism, Israel, that kind of stuff. Whereas the social authoritarian uses diversity, justice, equality. So those are their nations, their cults, whatever. Now, for many people, those words mean something much more profound and nuanced and non-authoritarian. And unfortunately, those voices are blotted out. It's kind of, the conservatives have thoughtful voices. I may not necessarily agree with them, just like I don't necessarily agree with even the actual SJWs, the non-authoritarian SJWs. I just can go along with them, and I can talk to them. And I agree with many things that they say. Just like conservatives, I agree with many things that I talk to with conservatives. I find a lot of common ground with conservatives as well. But those people that I find common ground with in the conservative side are small, just like the SJW. It's a small group, because they've been drowned out. The subtle thinkers, the nuanced thinkers, the non-authoritarian thinkers, the ones that don't cling rigidly to a certain assumption, they're just blotted out. Nobody wants to listen to anybody, a leader, say, well, I'm not sure. But in all honesty, all of us should only ever say, I'm not sure. That would be the best vote of confidence that we can get. Well, I'm not sure. I think this is good reason to believe this, but I'm not sure, because none of us has enough data. None of us. And anyway, so watching this whole thing out is a little maddening, because and everybody, you're trying to get the details so you can get some sort of legitimization of the wickedness of your choice. I have a wickedness of my choice. I face my wickedness. Choosing Donald Trump, although I'll never vote for him or anybody else for that matter, or at least not that I could foresee. I'm not totally cut off to the possibility I might vote in some situation, but as far as I can see, I have no interest whatsoever in voting for anyone. But I'm certainly rooting for them, for the Republicans, for Donald Trump, knowing that there's things that he's doing that are very troubling. Well, the biggest problem for me with Donald Trump is what's happening with the rounding up of all these human beings. I don't know how many people they're rounding up, and I know it's done before Donald. He's not the first person to do it, but he certainly stepped up the effort. And being, I guess, I'm not going to vote for him. I'm not going to be complicit. That's why I can't vote. That's why I cannot vote for the Republicans. I cannot vote for Donald Trump. I cannot cast a vote that would actually support that. But at the same hand, I cannot, in all good conscience, wish for the DNC to take hold if I'm right. And I believe I'm right, because I am done doubting myself. I have been predicting some things for well over 8-9 years. I've been predicting where this, what at the time it was just social justice. There had been some reference to SJW, with more just social justice, and so I was referring to them, and I saw the dangers but because I saw good things, and I still see good things, I was always thinking, I'm just paranoid. I'm just worried. Oh, you're just paranoid, because it is painful as you go through this process that all of us are going through as we try to find if there is an America. Still, I believe there is, but anyway. So yeah, so it's difficult for me to look into this abyss. That's why it's difficult for me to talk about this and cover this, but do my best and not try to get too angry. And I just can't. I can't cheer on Donnie. I can't cheer on Republicans, because I fully believe if the roles are reversed, if the Republicans had all of the power and they were consolidating, I'd be rooting for the social authoritarians right now. I'd be like, well, listen, they're crazy, but they don't have the power to do anything about it. But if they're in power there, because of their weak position, they will favor more liberal government. See, that's the thing. Liberal as in less likely to want to cut your throat because you said something bad. The weak side is always in favor of the liberal. I mean, it's all it is. There's no ideational goodliness to any of us there on that front. So, yeah. All right.